Trying to come back with YZ. All right, coming back with YZ. Real quick. Appreciate the brother's time right now. Waiting for Z to come in. Shout out to everybody that's following and watching this live with me right now on the Oddcast podcast. Waiting for YZ to come back in and join us. Just give me a second, y'all. Give me a second, people. Yours are the size of a flower. Or better yet, a grain of sand. I'm in control of them. Waiting for YZ to come back and join us for part 2 of this live, y'all. That's all, man. Let's give the brother a second, man. Give the brother a second. Here we go. Can you hear me? You there? You good?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So you were saying you were talking about Fly Ty from Cold Chillin'?
Yeah. Fly Ty. He said let's get Trackmasters to do it. And,
okay. So we talked about that's Tony Pope.
Tony Pope and Alex and a few other dudes. Like at the time, Trackmasters was at least 5 dudes at least. Four or five dudes, yeah.
Wow.
Tony Pope, because remind you, Trackmasters was a crew, and then it dwindled down into Tone and Poke.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yep.
All right.
But we go in the studio, we go to Chung King, and I had already had the lyrics, and I sat there while they constructed the beat and said, yeah, that sounds cool. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. We did enough that. Yeah, no. Till, that beat came out. But I swear I was in there very reluctantly, and I wish I would have went in there with a different energy, but it is what it is.
Right. So also on that album you had a track called Newborn Child.
Newborn, yeah, Newborn. Newborn was a track I made actually.
Really?
It was about me having a baby and my DJ having a baby.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, basically it just talks about, what it's gonna be like to become a father.
Right. See, I think you didn't know if you were having a boy or a girl or.
No. I didn't know at the time.
Right.
I mean, I didn't know at the time what I was having, but I knew I was having something.
Right. Right. You knew something was in the oven, but you just didn't know what.
Yeah. And my DJ, he was having a child too. I think our boys are only like a month or so apart from each other.
Wow. Okay. So out of like the records that you've done and the albums that you've done, what songs would you say was like your favorite? Do you have any like favorite tracks that you love to record and perform? Do you still perform?
I do. I perform every now and again, but I get calls about performances all the time, and I turn a lot of stuff down. Like it's usually I gotta. It's almost like if somebody asked me for a verse. I really prefer know you, but if I don't know you, I'll tell them because they'll say, "Yo, how much for a verse?" And I don't want to be one of those persons that people feel like. I don't want people to feel like that. I don't like that idea. So what I'll do is I'll say, "Send me the track."
Right.
And if I like the track,
we'll get on it.
Whether you pay me or not ain't gonna matter. If I don't like the music, I can't do it.
All right.
Since I can't hear, I gotta feel the music. If I don't feel the music, I won't fool with it.
Right.
But anyway, getting to your question, Return of the Holy One is one of my favorites.
Mm-hmm.
Life Under Pressure is maybe another one.
That was off Sons of. That was off the first album, right?
That's the second album.
Oh,
The second album.
okay.
I usually don't mention that first album too much at all.
Really?
Yeah, like I mean, it's like certain things on there that I think are classics, true enough, and I'm glad that I was a part of it. But is it shit that I would really stop and listen to? Nah.
Really?
Yeah, I would listen to Dead Love on that second album. I would listen to
Acid Rain.
I like New Child's verse on Acid Rain. I wish I would have had Acid Rain without me on it, and that would have been dope. And just introduced him by himself.
Second to Nobody.
Second to Nobody.
The intro track, right?
That's
the
the
intro track.
Okay, now forget that album.
Okay.
The whole Legend of Floyd Jones album I like from cover to cover.
Now I heard that. That was the album that you released 2011, 2012?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay. Yeah.
Now that I can listen to that album from cover to cover. And to me, it means the most because that was supposed to be a soundtrack for a movie we were going to do about Pee Wee Kirkland's life. People misunderstood it, you know, but it got good reviews. They were like thinking, why is he writing this?
Right.
But that album showed me that I have real storytelling abilities.
Exactly.
And the music was phenomenal to me too. The vibration of it is just that. And then I got an album called Muad'Dib, and it's a bunch of shit on there I like too. I like Horizon. I like You Know Me. I like Do You. Shit, damn near that whole album, less maybe one or two joints. I mean, never heard that album, but that album is fire to me.
I saw it when I looked it up, but you know what kind of threw me off? It was the cover. The cover, I was like,
it was just a picture of me, and without
that's you.
That's me. That gray dude with the hat on. That's me.
Oh shit! I thought I was expecting the dread dude. You know what I mean?
When I recorded The Legend of Floyd Jones, I didn't have locks.
When did you cut your locks, man?
Huh?
I said, when did you cut your locks off?
95.
Wow. Oh, damn, that was early.
95.
Wow. Okay, that was early, man. Okay.
They were real long. They were damn near to my waist.
Bro, yes.
It was just too heavy, man. I would wash my hair every day, and it started to bother my neck, man. It was just too heavy all the time.
Bro, I'm the same way. I had locks for 15 years, man, and like I said, like you were saying, they were down my back, and after a while, like it was just like you said, it just got too heavy. I just felt like it started to get in the way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and because I would wash my hair every day, my hair was always wet all the time.
Yeah.
So you know.
Yeah.
And actually, when I first cut them, I was gonna start right over. My thought process was, it's been 7 years. Let me get rid of this old energy, bring in some new, start fresh. But after I cut them, I was just like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Did the same thing. I tried to restart a couple of times, but I just said nah. Before I got too attached to them, I would cut them off. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah. So like, I'm sure you toured the world, and you know what I mean. You probably seen the entire globe, man. What's like the illest spot that you ever been to perform, bro?
Man, I performed in a bunch of spots that I love, man.
Yeah.
Okay. I performed in Holland twice, which was dope. I performed all over England, Scotland. These are all dope shows. Like you, I mean, do you mind if it's more than one, right?
Oh, it's cool, yeah.
Yeah, I performed in Belgium. Performed in Belgium. It was hot. I performed on the same stage as James Brown, which was dope. Like, and I hung out with that dude for 2 nights.
Really?
And that you talk about a crazy ass dude. That dude is off the chain with it. And where else? I've been to Ireland twice.
Okay.
I performed in Ireland with the Jungle Brothers, and that was a dope show. One of the times I was there, that was dope. That War Memorial show was one of my favorites.
Bro, that shit was, like I said, that was one of the best shows that I've ever seen in my life.
The funny thing is, we opened that show.
Yeah, I remember, y'all.
We opened that show. G-Rock and I remember with that dance. We do that dance. I remember we did not know what. I'll tell you this: when I went in the War Memorial Building, it was packed, and I did not think for 1 second that anybody out there in that crowd knew who the hell we were.
Well, I knew the record. I didn't know the faces.
They didn't know us, and I didn't even know they knew the record. I figured they was there to see KRS-One and the Juice Crew.
Of course.
That's what, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was there. I was there to see the Juice Crew, and I performed.
Because KRS, he did the Bridges Over at the shit, right?
Yeah, and I was there to see KRS-One rip it.
Yeah.
So anyway, when we do I'm Bad, and then we do, actually they said, hey, y'all can only do 1 record, I think. I think I did 1 little verse of I'm Bad, and then we turned on I Am Who I Am. And as soon as we put that record on, the crowd was bananas.
Yeah, man.
And my whole energy shifted. I was just like, oh, snap, they know us.
That shit, man, for real.
I'll tell you, I'm gonna share something with you. When that happened, family, and I put this on everything I love. If you had asked me if I looked down, I was walking on air, bro. I felt like I was in the air, real. Like I felt like I was not actually on the ground anymore. I mean, I know that sounds silly.
Feel that.
I know it sounds silly, but it's the truth.
Man, nah. That was your moment. Y'all was shining. That was your moment right there.
Yeah, and I was just like, I can't even believe this. And everybody was singing the song at the end, and I was just like, yo.
Yeah.
And how I know we did all right, when we went off, cats like D-Nice and all these cats were saying, yo, dope, nice show. Yeah, nice show. Yeah. And I was just like thinking, yeah, Jersey on the map now, nigga.
Yeah. That's what's up, man.
It's funny, you got me really like reminiscing right now.
Yeah, man. Well, so talk about what you got going on now, man. I see you repping you got the Black Bank, man. Let the people.
Yeah, the Black Bank is a couple of partners and myself, and we are an investment company, and we invest in properties, like homes, buy homes. And actually, a couple of years ago, we were investing in a whole bunch of careers, man, like rap careers and music careers. And to be honest, and I'm going to tell you something, and I'm going to share this story. I didn't share this story before.
Okay.
When we first started out, we were going to do Cardi B shows. And I made an offer to some folks for Cardi B. They had agreed to a number. And the number wasn't small. It was like 35 racks a show. We were going to do 3 shows. I was going to pay half of 3 shows up front. We had all the money to pay all of it, but we wanted to pay, and I was ready to send a check. They wouldn't take our check. They had agreed and wouldn't take our check. And I think they didn't take our check because they knew something we didn't. And maybe 2 weeks after not taking our check, she won some award, something, I think it was. Oh no, no, she was in Billboard or something, or some Billboard award she won. Or she was in Billboard. So
Okay.
next time I call, they finally get in touch. It was like, yo, that number gone up to 50 racks a show. And
Whoa.
I was just like, yo, first off, y'all agreed to this number.
Mm-hmm.
If y'all want to go and charge me 50 after these 3 shows, that's cool. But you agreed to this number. Let's do this number.
Right.
And they was like, well, we need them. You know, they don't need us. I was just like, all right, fuck y'all. And it wasn't like fuck Cardi B. It was like fuck y'all. Because at the end of the day, where I come from, you will get stomped for that shit.
Yeah, man.
For real. They'll stomp you out for that shit. Because you don't put your shit out there like that. I mean, it's not like 35. They stand to make almost 100 racks.
Right. They got
from
greedy.
us.
They got greedy, man. Greedy.
Over 100 racks, 105 racks from us. And so afterwards, we just started putting money in different artists. And at the hindsight 2020, man, maybe I should have just went down to 2 shows and did such and such. But it was the principle of the matter for me, because principle go further than anything for me.
Right.
You know. And so anyway, you know, I just started moving into things like Bitcoin. And I was already doing real estate, so I just started doing more real estate. The thing is, you know, in real estate though, you got to be able to get in, get out, stack your bread. Get in, get out, stack your bread. Get in, get out, stack your bread. And so that's what we're really doing, quietly just stacking money. And when I get back to my people, we'll be straight, you know. And so we are the Black Bank. That's what we are. We represent that to the fullest.
Okay. Okay.
And not only that, I'm a hard money lender too, with a company called Nick of Time. And so if you need hard money for an investment for a property, you can call me and I'll look you out. If you need your credit fixed, you can call me and I can look you out.
Okay.
You know, because I'm a firm believer, man, that, you know, we give people the tools and the jewels they need, they'll survive. And not only survive, they'll thrive.
True indeed.
Yeah, so that's where my head is with that.
Right. So you where does all this come from? What made you get into this whole investment world?
Well, think about it, man. I've been an entrepreneur since I was 16.
Right.
I started my first company at 16. I was on Broadway at 20. You know, I've always been, yo, if you listen to some cats, they'll say, you know, you was like the first mogul, right? in hip hop. I mean, first rapper. First rapper.
Okay.
I said, nah, I think Andre Harrell was the first one. But they try to give me credit for that. And I'm like, nah, Andre Harrell was that. He only put out, like, he was part of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Yeah.
But then I got what they were saying. They were like, no, he wasn't a mogul first. You were. Because when Andre Harrell was out, he had a parent over his company. You came out by yourself, doing it independently. He wasn't doing that. And I was just like, well, maybe he got me there. And because I didn't think of it from that perspective.
Right.
I was thinking this dude had a company. He was doing his thing. But Uptown was actually a part of another company.
Right.
Just like Profile or just like Def Jam. They were all, because even Russell Simmons actually put out a record. He didn't rap in it, but yeah, remember Cold Rock Stuff? You don't remember that record?
By Russell Simmons?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah, he rapped on the record.
I think he put it out as Russell Rush.
Okay. Yeah. I remember that.
Anyway, so, but you know, I've been blessed, man. And I'm lucky and happy about everything. You know, I can't complain about anything, Aki. I mean, I'm happy that Trenton is still, you know, it's a lot of talent in that area. It's a lot of talent in Jersey, period. Some of my favorite MCs are right from there. Redman being one of them, whom I think is credit.
Like, who did you look up to coming up? You know what I mean?
Man, I gotta say this. My favorite record of all time for rap music is The Message by
Flash.
Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five.
Yeah.
Melly Mel Duke Booty put together a record that, to me, said, you can be gritty and street and get your point across and still be able to rock the house with you, you know, with your music, with your sound.
Right.
And even though that record was really, I was just a little kid when that record came out, but it was something about that record that stood out to me.
Yeah.
While everybody was singing to the hip, to the hop, to the hippie, I wasn't really feeling that shit. I mean, I thought it was cool that it was a rap record out, but it was something about that message that made me say, that's the shit.
Yeah.
That record is the shit. I like that record right there. I don't know why I like that record, but that nigga is talking about drugs and he talking about the ghetto. He talking about, you know, getting drunk and niggas popping heroin. And I'm like thinking, if I could make records, that's what it would be about. Like that right there. That's me. Yeah. And so I gotta say, I couldn't say I was really into all of Grandmaster Flash and Furious 5 records, but I liked that one record. I like White Lines from them, which was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like Too Much, Too Many People, Too Much. That New York, Big City of Dreams, and I love that record. Spoonie G, I like Spoonie G. Not all of his records, but some of them.
Yeah.
I could tell you what I came up on. It wasn't really artists per se. It was the culture. It was Beach Street. It was Wild Style.
Yeah.
It was even Breaking, the first one.
Right.
It was
kind of
the first one.
Yeah.
It was the culture of hip hop that made me really vibrate off of that. I was just a kid.
Right.
But those movies and what those few records I mentioned did for me was introduce me to a whole new idea and a new thought process.
Right.
I can honestly say when I made music, I didn't sound like them. I didn't want to emulate them, but they were inspiration.
Right.
You know, looking at Dougie Fresh and the Treacherous Three, you know, do Christmas rap, and that movie was like, oh snap.
Yeah.
You know, watching Kumo D go, ho, 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 ho. And all I can remember was thinking, this nigga talking about hoes. He ain't really talking about
Christmas.
Santa, he talking about hoes.
Right.
And if you listen to him, he was.
Yup.
He was talking about hoes. And I was like thinking, how slick is that?
Right.
And or like in Wild Style when who was that? Was that
Grandmaster Cash?
But what was his crew though? His crew was
oh my God.
Crash Crew. Crash Crew.
Okay, yeah.
Crash Crew was somebody else. But they were doing double trouble, and I was like, these niggas is dope.
Yeah.
And I was just really feeling the vibration of hip hop.
Right.
And believe it or not, Little Lee, breaking. In B Street, I was like thinking, yo, this shit is so dope. And at the time, when that shit was out, we was going to the Quaker Bridge Mall and rapping and you know, G-Rock was pulling out, you know, little linoleum or little cardboard boxes, taping the shit to upstairs in the corner in the Quaker Bridge Mall and breaking and shit. And I was just like, yo, man, I could die right now because I'm in heaven right now. This is it.
Yeah.
And that's how I felt.
No doubt. That's what's up, man. Well, listen, man, YZ, like I was saying, man, you know, I want to give people their flowers while they still here, man. I appreciate you coming on the podcast and coming on the show, man. You know what I mean? And just chopping it up with me, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I appreciate even the love and the very fact that you're from Trenton and yo, shit, you should have started the sentence off with that. I'm from Trenton. I would have been like, huh? What?
No doubt.
Yeah, because to me, Jersey is where it's at.
Right.
You know, New Jerusalem is real, and cats
Yeah.
don't really understand how what that means to me completely. You
Yeah.
know, you know. And while you're talking about flowers, I'm gonna give some people their props because
Okay.
there's some cats that were in my same time frame that I really love. Tribe Called Quest was one of them. De
Okay.
La Soul was another one, and
Mm.
one that came right before me, Slick Rick.
Mm-hmm.
That first album, I could listen to that album. To be honest with you, if I was on a deserted island and I didn't have no other record but The Adventures of Slick Rick,
Yeah.
I would die happy, family. Like that album was just bananas. Um, who else? It was some cats that I was even helped getting put on, like in hieroglyphics. You know, that whole hieroglyphic movement
Yeah.
was dope.
Tell the
Who else?
homeless
Too short. Too short. My
Yeah.
man, like some of my first shows with him, Jermaine
Yeah.
Dupri. Me and that dude, when I first started coming to Atlanta, even though I had family here, that's who I would stay with. I
So
was
that's where
with
you
him.
located now?
Huh?
Is that where you located now?
I'm in the A right this second.
Okay. Okay.
And I've been here since 93.
Oh wow. Damn. Okay.
September, I moved here September 93.
Okay.
But believe it or not, I got great roots here. My grandfather was here. My grandmother was here. My family, my dad, you know, I have family here. I got family here now. Rich Homie Quan is my cousin.
Oh really? Oh
Yeah,
shit.
look at the face.
That's what's up.
All you gotta do is look at that dude's face. I mean, our family, we all favor.
Okay.
You know, and so, I ain't say that to be like on some, oh, that's my cousin. I mean, that's my cousin, my little family. I mean, I got a lot of family right here, a lot of roots right here in Atlanta. So I feel right at home here. I feel like my ancestors are looking out for me here.
Mm.
For real though, that's how I feel. And you know, I can feel that spirit all the time, man. Like
Right.
when I feel like I'm getting out of line, they check me.
Mm-hmm.
And I, you know, I feel at home here. Jersey's always going to be number one. That's my heart.
All right. Shout out to Jerry.
But I got roots here in Atlanta though.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. So you mentioned home, man. The Oddcast podcast. You definitely got a home here, my brother. You know what I mean?
Oh man, and hopefully, you know, you'll invite me back. You know, I enjoyed this, family.
Oh man. Come on,
Well, I
brother.
mean, you know, I don't know how old your podcast is, but I'm just getting here now. It's 2020.
That's
But
what
I'm happy to be here.
Hey, I'm happy to have you here. I'm happy to see you, brother. Happy to see you still doing good. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Give a
I'm
shout
still
out.
alive. I'm still alive. Mark.
That's what's up, man. Good to see you, brother. Like I said,
Good to see you,
appreciate your time, man.
Yes.
So I want to thank everybody for watching and checking out the Oddcast podcast. I'm going to see y'all next week, man. Stay tuned, y'all. Peace.
All right. Peace.
All right, brother, man. I'm going to get at you after this, though.
All right.
One.